Hey, this is Kyle, and I'm going to give you a short demo of the roster platform. There's two parts to our software, and the first is what we refer to as the brand portal. That's what you're looking at right now. This is where you, as the brand, would be spending the majority of your time interacting with the product. The other side is what we refer to as the ambassador portal, and that's what you're looking at now. This is where all of your ambassadors, everyone in your community, whatever it is that you want to call them, if it's influencers or affiliates or something else, this is where they would come to get all of the information that they need about your specific program. It's super slick. It's very user friendly. This is actually just a mobile web site, so it's not a native app, which makes it great. That's by design so that people don't have to download anything new, and they absolutely love that. It's very, very easy. There's no password. They can click a link and they're instantly logged into their specific account. So just kind of showing you around what the ambassador portal looks like. On this home page is going to be a little bit of everything, and then across the bottom you can deep dive into each of these different areas. If someone hadn't completed their profile, we'll always deliver a prompt so that they would complete their profile. If there's specific information that you're looking for them, they're always going to be reminded to do that until it's been completed. And then they're able to find out their different milestones and the levels that they're at. So we have a concept of we call them milestones. Think of it as like a frequent flyer miles program or some sort of status that your community can earn. It really gamifies the entire situation. So as people earn more points, they're able to unlock really cool rewards. So for example, once someone earns their bronze status, they'll unlock a $25 Amazon gift card. And this gift card can be anything that you want it to be. It doesn't have to be a gift card. It can be free product. It can be a discount. It can be access to an event. It could be coffee with the CEO. Really anything that you want, you can deliver as a reward as people earn these different milestones. So the idea is that as they complete different campaigns and actions, and think of those as like challenges and tasks, as they complete those things, they can earn points in addition to maybe immediate rewards like products or commissions, but they can earn points, and the more points they earn, the quicker they elevate their status within your specific program. And so it's a way that keeps people very engaged. It gamifies the entire process, and this is where they're going to see what their current status is and what they're working toward and what that next prize will be that they're able to unlock. Then we give them information on their referral links and codes. We show different campaigns that would be available to them, actions that are available to them, and then any rewards that they've earned. So again, this is kind of just a summary page right here. Along the bottom is where they can dig deeper into each of these areas. So I'm going to start in what we refer to as the referrals tab. And this is a great place for your community to come to see how they're performing. We're going to give them very specific metrics around, their clicks, how many clicks they've generated through the links they've shared, how many referrals they've actually made. If you're utilizing milestones, the points will show up here, and they can see how many different commissions they've earned, and if they've received any payments, those would appear right here. As you scroll down, you're also able to come in here and get a referral link. It's super easy to just simply select that referral link and it will copy it to the clipboard, so then they can easily paste it to whatever platform they want. The other thing worth noting for this referral link that your ambassadors are really going to love is that we allow you to do something we call link variants. These are great. So what it does is it enables an ambassador to create multiple or unique links for any specific platform. So for example, I've got my generic link right here that I could share out anywhere. But if I really wanted to understand where my traffic or where my sales are coming from, I could create a unique link for Instagram and a separate one for TikTok, for example, and another one for Facebook or X. So I can do this very easily. I just come and I create a new link variant, and you as the brand don't have to do anything to make this happen. This is just there for the ambassadors. But I could come and say, yep, I want to create a TikTok bio link. And once I've created that, here's where it's going to link to. I simply hit create, and now I've created a new link variant. So this is great. I can come and I can post this link to Instagram and this link to TikTok so that I can start to see and understand where the majority of sales are coming from that earn me more rewards as an ambassador in your community. And they can add as many of these link variants as they want. So that's super helpful. The other thing that they get to do is create their own discount codes. This is awesome. You as a brand don't have to interact with anything here. Super simple to do. They can simply just type in what they want that discount code to be. So, I'm Kyle. Maybe I want to type it in as Kyle15 for the 15% discount that I have. Because I've already, as a brand, set this up in terms of the 15% off in the brand portal, then this code that I create will just automatically inherit that discount. Again, the nice thing is that for all of these things to happen, you as the brand don't have to go back and forth with the ambassador. You set it up once on the brand side of things, and then this is what the experience is like for the ambassador. It's super easy. It's very fluid. We get great feedback all the time from ambassadors for just how intuitive and easy to use this specific interface is for all of them. So that's all of the stuff that they're going to be able to go through on the referral side of things. As you keep navigating over towards the right, you come to campaigns. And think of campaigns as different challenges that you would ask your community to go out and do. So for example, maybe you've come out with a brand new product and you want to get that product in everyone's hands in your community, or at least a few people's hands. So they can come, and once you've created a campaign in roster, it will immediately appear here, or appear at whatever date you've selected it to appear for them. And they will be able to look at this and they'll say there's 2 available campaigns to them right now, and these are the 2 that are showing up. One is a product seeding campaign, the other is a testimonial campaign. So I could look at this testimonial campaign and I can come in here and I can read everything that I would need to do for that campaign in this overview. And at the very bottom, we'll include what the incentive is for joining this campaign. And they're going to get a really sweet roster hat. So awesome. I would love that. So all I'd have to do is simply select join now. And then I can go through the rest of the process. The other things that I can do are show all the different requirements. So in this case, I have to join the campaign and then upload an image. And so that image would be an actual copy of the testimonial that I am leaving for you. And then if there's any guidelines that you want to create, then those would appear here. So you create all of these different sections on the brand portal, and then they're going to appear here on the ambassador portal for everybody in your community. And it's super, super slick and easy to be able to do. So what's so nice is when I'm on these campaigns, I get to see which ones are available. If there's any that are coming up, they would appear right here, which there aren't any right now. And then if I've completed any of those campaigns, they'll show up right here. So I can look through here and know which ones that I'm already done with. The other thing that's really nice is that I'm able to rate these as an ambassador. So this provides you as a brand with really valuable feedback. So I can come in here and say, this was a 5-star campaign. I absolutely loved it. I can type in anything I want. I can write positive feedback, negative feedback, whatever. I send that off to you as the brand, and now you're going to get that feedback. That's helpful because you want to be able to do campaigns that your community enjoys doing so that they'll participate really well. So it's great to be able to get that kind of feedback from your community. As I keep moving along the right, I'm come to actions. And again, actions are really designed, they're similar to campaigns, but they're designed as short, simple tasks that you want people to complete. So they would be able to come in here and scroll through the actions that are available to them. They can see all of the different things that they could do. And in this scenario, they're able to earn some points for some of these actions, not just an immediate reward, but it's points in actions. And so I could select this and say, yeah, they want me to like and comment on their Instagram. That seems great. I read all of the requirements. If there's any specific guidelines, I can read through those if you've posted some. And then when I click this button, it will instantly open up Instagram to your company's profile page, and where I can like and comment, and then I can upload a screenshot showing that I actually did those things. The last thing is where you come to your rewards. So this is where people are going to come to see the rewards that are up next. Like these are ones that they can start working toward right here. And then they can see any that they have already been awarded. What's so nice is that if you are a brand that has Shopify as a shopping cart, we can integrate with Shopify and make this whole entire experience automated. So this person has already earned a reward, and all I have to do is click redeem reward right here. And then I get into this amazing process where I don't have to go back and forth with you as the brand. I get to simply choose what I want. So in this scenario, I can add up to $75 worth of products. So I look through this stuff and say, I want this right here. It's their protein powder. So I simply add that product and I'm done. But I get to add a second product. And in this scenario, I get to add either a hat or a shirt. What's so nice about this is I get to decide what the size is. So I want a large shirt and I can choose the color of that shirt, black, blue, pink. I'm gonna stick with black, and then I'm gonna add that product. So once I've added that product, I just simply go on to the next step where I'm able to enter all of my shipping information. So again, you don't have to go back and forth with them and get that stuff. If my shipping information changes, I'm easily able to change it right here, and I can simply click this box and update my profile and roster with all of this information. And then I go to the next page. I get a confirmation that I'm getting that protein powder, this shirt, and I submit that order and I'm done. So what's so nice about this is now on your end, from a brand perspective, this is all going to go through your regular web order fulfillment process. So it will just show up like any other regular web order. We will tag it as a reward in Shopify so you can run reports on those types of things, but it makes it really easy to get product out now, and you don't have to get involved every time you want to send someone a product. And as you can see, it's an amazing experience for the ambassadors to be able to earn these different rewards. The last thing that I'll show you on the ambassador portal is what we refer to as community. And community is a great place that brings, think of it as like a Slack or a Teams or even like a Facebook groups for your entire community. And you can create unique or specific channels. And this person's only in one channel, but if I was in multiple channels, they would all show up here. What's nice is now, as a member of your community, as one of your ambassadors, I can post in here. I can add images. I can share anything that I want to. I can ask questions to you, the brand, and then people can comment on each of the different posts that I make. They can like on them. They can do all sorts of different things here. And the point is that it's a place to bring your community together. People always want, or brands always want, their community, their ambassadors, to have an opportunity to interact with each other in a place that they can help have some control and some say in. And this is what this specific feature does for you within Roster. It's really, really awesome to be able to do that. And we've gotten lots of great feedback from the brands about that sort of stuff. So that's kind of a more in-depth overview of the Roster platform, what it's like from an ambassador perspective, and all of those things. I'll show you just briefly on the Roster side of things how easy it is to be able to come in here and you can see all of the different social posts that have been made. We will pull those social posts into Roster automatically. There's nothing you have to do as long as they are a member of your program and they either tag or they mention your brand in the caption. As long as one of those two things happens, then we'll pull that content into Roster automatically. And it's a great way for you to be able to verify that everything was done that needed to be done. I can even come, and if I created a campaign, for example, I can get the results of that campaign. So I can see, how many people I added. There's my review stuff where I can show that review that we actually just filled out. I can see how many people have completed it, the total number of posts or content that was created, the reach, the engagement rates, and then I get all of the different posts down here. There's some navigation along the top where I can see all of the different content that has been posted from this specific campaign. If there were stories, they would go right here into this section. There aren't any right here, but they would come here and we would save them permanently. They wouldn't disappear after 24 hours. And if there's uploaded images or videos, those would come over here. I get a list of all of the participants and the people who have completed this campaign and those who have just simply joined the campaign. And then if there were rewards that were earned as a result of that campaign, those would show up here. We give you all sorts of really great data and reporting. So I'm able to come to these reports and I can get a sales attribution report. It's a roll-up report, so I see by individual how each individual contributed to the total numbers up top, and I can see, what Stephanie did in terms of referred revenue and what that total number ended up looking like. We have a report very similar to this, but it's all geared towards social posts. So I get to see how many posts are being made, what the reach looks like, and the engagement looks like. I can, filter any of these things by date range or by specific program, but again, I get individual metrics along the bottom. And then we've got some amazing dashboards. So these dashboards are fully customizable. You can do anything, here's all the different endpoints. You can't do anything, but you can do anything from these endpoints. They're super easy to be able to just take and drag into here if you want to be able to add them. You can have different sections in here where there's some like a social section to be able to talk through what's happening from a social media perspective. I can see overall performance, who's earned the most points. I can even, as I keep scrolling down, I can see commissions and I can see referred revenue. I can change these. So if I want to see this as a leaderboard instead of just a chart, it's super easy to be able to do that and customize it to fit the way that you need in order to demonstrate the value that your community is generating for your specific brand. So at a high level, I hope that gives you a really good feel of what Roster does. It's an amazing product. We've got so many different brands that have had a ton of different success with it. If this is something that you feel like would be a great fit for you and your brand, we would love for you to reach out to us. Just send us an email, sales@getroster.com, and we can answer any other questions that you have. But at the very least, this should give you a really good feel for what it is that you can go and do in Roster, and then what that experience is going to look like for your ambassadors. But at the end of the day, what Roster is going to be able to help you do is drive a ton of brand awareness. We're going to help you get all sorts of user-generated content. And most importantly, we're going to help you drive sales through word-of-mouth referrals, so that while people are using those discount codes and links. So hope you enjoyed the demo. Let us know if you have any questions or would like to discuss this stuff further. We would love to be able to bring you on as a customer and a partner and work alongside you to grow your ambassador community and bring your brand success. So thanks.